All right, let's take a look at radicals and moving them from whole form to mixed form. Whole form is the whole numbers under the radical, and mixed is there's part of the number under the radical and part of the number is a integer or a whole number, or doesn't really matter what it is. Could be even a fraction, but it needs to be a number out of the radical. So if you have whole numbers and you want to move to mixed form, this is what you do. You break this down to a perfect square times something else that it's equal to. So of course 20 is equal to 4 times 5, and one of those numbers is a perfect square. Next, you know that this is the same as root 4 times root 5, and you know the root of 4 is 2, and then the root 5 stays underneath there. And that's basically how you do it. If you want to move in this direction, you would do the exact opposite. You would say 2 under a root is the same as root 4, and then the root of 4 times the root of 5 is this, but you could actually just go straight to here as well. The root of 4 times the root of 5 is the root of 20. And that's how you do it. So let's practice a couple of them. Let's do root 98. So root 98 broken down to a perfect square times something else is what? Well, let's see here. 49 times 2 is 98. And we know the root of 49 times the root of 2 will be 7 root 2. Okay? You know, and you can do this with any number. You can do this with, I don't know, root 500. So root 500 is, of course, 100 times 5, and the root of 100 times the root of 5 is 10 root 5. So again, the key is figuring out how to break this number down to a perfect square times something else. Now here's the only thing that you need to check. When you're finished, meaning when you get to this point, you have to just take a look at the radicand, which is what the proper name is for the number under the root, and you have to look at it and say, can I break it down again? 5 you can't, but if it was, let's say, 18, you could break it down to 2 times 9, and then you would take it out again. So let's say we have 9, let's see here, 18, 36, 72. Let's say we have 72, root 72. And let's say we think of this as 8 times 9. So that's the perfect square times 8. And that is therefore equal to root 9 times root 8, which is equal to 3 root 8. Then you look, wait a minute, 8 can be broken down to 4 times 2, and 4 is a perfect root. So you continue with 3, 4, 2, and then this is 3 times 2, root 2, because root of 4 is 2, and then you multiply these two, and you get 6 root 2. Now to check that this actually gives us root 72, all you have to do is, well, 6 times 6 is 36. Let's go this way. 6 times 6 is 36. And 2 times 36 is indeed 72. So if you would have broken this down to 36 times 2 instead of 9 times 8, you would have just gone straight to the answer. But if you don't, it doesn't matter, because you just keep looking at your radicand to see, can I break it down any more, until you get what you need. Okay, that's our mini lesson on radicals, mixed to whole and whole to mixed.